everybody, I'm back again with another video. Well, guess what, guys? Today I am making blueberry loaf. Yeah, that's right, you heard me. Blueberry loaf. And the loaf calls for 1 cup of butter, softened, 8-ounce cream cheese, 1.5 cup of sugar, 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla. It calls for 4 eggs, 2 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 cups of blueberries. Let's get started on this recipe. Well, first of all, I got my cream cheese and my butter, and I blended in the blender. Then I added a dash of salt. No, I take that back. I added a dash of vanilla, and which I use my own homemade vanilla. And I added 1 egg. Remember I said calls for 4 eggs. But this first stage, you're going to actually use 1 egg in the cream cheese and the vanilla. And you're going to beat it slowly. And you're also going to add the butter, the 1 cup of butter, which equals to 2 sticks of butter. As you can see right here, I'm getting ready to add the 1.5 cup of sugar. As you notice that I'm pouring it slowly. I'm not just pouring it all in at one time. You pour it slowly so you can get it incorporated into the mixture. And after I finish with my sugar, I'm going to go ahead and add the 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to finish the vanilla off because you remember at the beginning I add a dash of vanilla in the butter and the cream cheese. So now I'm getting ready to add that 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla in the batter. So now you remember in the beginning I told you that I was going to add that you needed 4 eggs. So take 1 egg because you used it at the beginning. Now you only have 3 eggs left to put in the mixture. Now, as you can see that I'm pouring the eggs and I'm pouring them slowly. I'm letting it get incorporated into the batter. I didn't just pour it all up in there at one time. And baking anything, you have to go step by step or you will mess it up. So after I did my eggs, I go on and proceed to put my flour in. So the flour was called for 2 cups. I'm adding the baking powder, which is a 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just putting it in with part of the flour, and I'm combining it together. As you can see here, just incorporating it into that flour, and I'm getting ready to pour it over into the mixture slowly, just like I did the sugar. Pour it slowly until you get it all incorporated in there together. I also added a half a teaspoon of salt in the mixture. And we're about done with this recipe. Really a simple recipe because you're just putting one thing in right after the other. But it's not a fast process. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to get ready to add my 2 cups of blueberry. And what I did with the blueberries, I actually took about maybe a tablespoon of the flour out of the flour that I already had and added it into my blueberries. But what it does, it keeps your blueberries from sinking to the bottom when you're cooking. So it helps, the blueberries to stay afloat throughout the batter, the cake. So this is what I'm doing. I'm incorporating the blueberries, which I'm not stirring, but I'm just going slowly into it, around and around until I get all of the blueberries incorporated into the mixture. Y'all have to excuse the background noise. Those are my grandbabies in there playing. So, but at this point right here, I'm spraying my loaf pan. I used the flour with the oil in it. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I sprayed it down and now I'm putting it off into the pan. The batter, it's a kind of thick batter going in, but this is a very easy recipe. Very easy. You can use this recipe for banana bread. You can use it for uh, cranberries or chocolate streusel, cinnamon streusel, or anything like that. You can use the same recipe. You just change up the main ingredients. Yes, this is what I did. It was really good, y'all. I took my time and I made it right. As you can see here, I flipped it over so you can see, the blueberries throughout the loaf. And very pretty, very pretty. And as you see here, this is the top part. I'm getting ready to cut a piece so that I can show you all how it looked on the inside. And it was very pretty, very pretty, very soft on the inside. That's what you want right there. Very simple. You can eat this piece of blueberry loaf. You can drink some coffee or you can have tea. And see right here I have ice cream. Oh, thank you all so much for tuning in. Shout out to the SS gang for life.